What's up, gamers? GamerDad here. This is a guide to help complete the AARD Challenge Creator Made Island as part of the School of Llama quest. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so. I greatly appreciate the support. So you can find the AARD Challenge on the Discover tab. This is a creative style match. So you can go in there, load it up. I actually recommend going, well, you can do a private match if you don't want people getting in your way and kind of throwing you off. But I did kind of notice one thing later on, which I'll point out, in a public game could be useful. So for example, if you're following someone else, you can see how they achieve something. So the public game is helpful for that. So initially this little part here is like a little parkour kind of thing. Watch out for this thing, it's kind of annoying. If you don't do a good jump, you're going to get thrown off. Now there's like an anti-mantle thing in this game so that you can't just cheat things. So if you do fall off of this first stage here, you do have to go back and recomplete this. So I'm not gonna, pretend. I did fall off a couple times through various stages here, and I had to restart. But I did edit those out just to, try to keep the video short. But I'm not as well. So just by the way, for that one, you just want to get a good jump. Now this one, just want to stay crouched and watch that bottom one, which will push you off, and you just kind of go through each time. But yeah, so I'm going to leave the full video together for anyone who's, having trouble locating and trying to complete these things. But the key here is pick up all of those little coins you see. So you need to collect 3 coins. To be honest, at first I was a bit confused, and then I realized I had to come over here. And so there's the 3rd coin. So now that the 3 coins have been collected, you just need to head over here where it says use the AARD sign. And you'll see this. It says how to use it. For me, I just have to walk up to the door and interact with it. So there we go, hold square. Stage 1 is complete. Now you're going to run down this path, picking up all the coins as you go. I'm going to speed this up here. And it's basically like a ropes course. So between the trees are these ropes. Don't overthink it, and you shouldn't fall off. Just try to keep your controller straight and just keep walking along the ropes, like a little tightrope walk, making sure that you grab all of the gold coins along the way. Don't forget, if you do fall, try to use the mantle to pull yourself back on. Mantling can actually be a real savior in parkour style matches, because as you're about to fall, you can actually mantle your way back on. So once you get the ropes course done, you come down here to the waterway. Now I did kind of mess this up, so it's not perfect, but the key here is to go from side to side, like crisscross, left, right, left, right. On some of the beams is a gold coin, so as long as you get to the end, it doesn't really matter what way you do it. Just make sure that at least you're hitting every beam that has a gold coin. I did edit out a little bit here, and I think there's 2 coins that you didn't see there. But wherever you see a coin, jump onto that beam. And like I say, it's best to go left to right and back. So once you're past that stage, you're going to head on up here, and you're going to get your sword. So it actually looks like, so I came down this way, and here you go. You'll see the big coin, and then it says take your sword. So you interact with this holding square if you're on the PS5. I assume it's the same for PS4. And now you have a charge attack. You hold the attack key to use your charge attack and jump higher. And so this takes a little bit of getting used to. So you'll just use you have to switch to your sword in your inventory. It gives you those arrows to tell you to go up. So yeah, you can't jump. But if you look on the side here, you'll see attack is R2, and then there's the ground pound, which is to hold R2. So that's what you want to do. You hold R2, and then you release when you feel like you can tell it's charging up. So you can see the sword glows, then you release and you jump high up. Now, that's how you're going to get up here. Just practice it a couple times here and you'll get used to it. By the way, you can also jump in the air while you're holding the charge and let go in the air. Now for this obstacle here, I recommend actually just sprinting across here. So I sprinted, jumped, and mantled and pulled myself up. And I imagine you could probably sprint and mantle / just jump then mantle the whole way across. But I did use that charge attack to get me through. So I would jump, release the charge while I'm in the air, and it lets you go a further distance. So held it, jumped, then charge and release the charge attack. That's how I did that there. So then we go up here. That stage is complete. Now you need to use the AARD or the AARD here. You don't have to go across. The bridge comes down. And now you've got these coin collections. So again, it's a parkour here. You have to basically get to the top there. It says pull the lever. Now here's what I realized, and I never tried this. See how that gate is opening? That's the objective. Somebody else opened it. someone comment down below and just try it out. If you're in a public game, can you actually run through and skirt this? I'm not sure if you can or not, but I imagine you'd miss it on the coins and it might hurt you. So you could try to scam it there. If you do fall down, you'll have to go right back to the beginning. There's no getting back up. You have to go start back again. So see there how I fell off and then I mantled my way back up? That's what I was saying, where the mantling is key. Anything that you can't make with a sprint or like a dive jump and then a mantle, you need to use that charge attack again. So this is way too far, obviously, to be jumping. So you push and hold R2, and it might take you a couple times. Then I'm holding it, I jump out, then I release, and my character launches up. So I get this coin here, and then you're going to do the same thing up there. You may take a couple tries to get the timing right, but I hold it, jump in the air, release, boom. So then you open the gate by pulling this lever. Note, if you take too long, the gate will close. So once you open it and it drops, go straight down and through this gate. Now, as you can see, you have to collect 80 gold to open the first gate. So I was going to edit this out because it takes a long time, but I decided it could be helpful for at least one or two of you. So please bear with me. If you find this is too easy or whatever, you can just skip ahead a bit. But anytime you see that something is high up, you're going to use that charge attack, jump, release it, and that will help you propel yourself up, as you can see I just did there. Anytime you see like 8 coins straight up into the air, which you'll see a couple times here, you're going to use the charge attack again. Sometimes like these, you don't need that charge. You could just start mantling on the lowest one and jump up, 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 and just kind of go around that way. See how I did here? I was trying to use the charge attack jump there, but it really wasn't necessary. But you don't even have to get, mantle perfectly up there. You can actually just use the mantling and then go up that way. So there we go. In here. So there is some coins in there, so it is worth the effort to get in there. So this is a place where you can mantle. But so really, the key here is just look all around, watch your counter. You don't have to get every single one. Here's one of these ones where it was straight up. Actually, no, that wasn't one. But there's one where it's like 8 coins high, and that's where you have to do the charge up. But really, just look around. Like I say, you can probably miss 5 or more coins, but at least get anything easy that you see. It's honestly not that difficult. It's more a pain in the butt. I started this up and I was hoping it was going to be quick. But by the time I finished the challenge, including all my errors and screw ups, it took me around 25 minutes or so to actually complete this. And so you can follow along with the video as need be. And then again, once you get to the 80 mark, you're going to exit this area. And that's where you can use some of these high points. Here's one where you can actually just drop down right through all the coins. But it's always good to, like, when you're at a high vantage point, just take a look around, see where you haven't gone yet, see where you still see coins. So at this point, I've got 80 coins, and that's what I'm saying. You don't have to go collect anymore at this point. Now I got a bit thrown off. That is not the door you want to go to straight ahead. It's actually over here. And at this point, I felt like they could have done a better job of guiding you on where to go. But here you go. It says open the gate. You see that lock. You interact to open the gate. Boom. So now we have to collect 150 gold. So it's basically another 65 more gold pieces in here. We're at 85. We need to go to 150. There's some places where mantling is allowed and places where it's not allowed. So this is, again, the high coins there. So you do the charge attack and don't jump, to the side. You just go straight up. And so I left in some of the errors just so you can see. I don't think you can actually get up there, and I don't think that's the point. I tried a couple times, just wanted you to see that. But I didn't actually go that way, and I did find, and I do end up passing this. So if you try something a few times and it doesn't seem to work, you just move on. And again, sometimes you can just jump out and hit one of the coins. You don't necessarily need to land perfectly on the platform to be successful. So at this point, you can see we've got 108 of 150 coins. And see here, it's going to take me a couple jumps. I don't do this perfectly. I'm sure if you timed it perfectly on an angle, you could maybe get through all 9 of those coins that were there. These things there, don't be fooled by that obstacle. I actually went there and actually see this. This is actually where you can use the mantling for your benefit. If you fall off, you just mantle right back on. And so I'm at 130. I need 20 more of those coins. Now almost at 140. And that's why I was saying it's like you can skip some of the ones that just seem to be a pain in the butt or just are too hard. Not that there's that many that are too hard here, but I tried to go around here, and that was like, I believe, is one of these anti-mantle and just anti-letting you go this route. I tried about 3 times there, then gave up on it. Now I'm coming back to where those things were spinning around, and what I found out is you could go up here and get by them, but I could have actually just gone down in between them and you actually got the coins, which you'll see in a minute. As well, it seemed like you could actually just walk along the side and they weren't actually hitting you. So see how I climbed up and then fell down? Try that one, but you can actually just try to walk right by and then just come in. And so this was the last coin I needed. There's still more around, I know that for a fact. You can see those 2 on the really high poles back there. And now it's just a matter of locating the next door. And so don't be fooled again here. You don't want to go to the gate that you came in through. You will see the lever for this gate, and I'll just quickly show you just in case so you don't get confused. That was not the way. You want to come back over here, and when you get to the proper gate, it's going to ask you to pay to get through. So it's coming up to here. It is near the big tree. I turned around to try to show you where it is. But here you go. Open the gate by paying those coins. And now we've got collect 250. So we're basically getting another 100 coins. Same deal again here. There's a little bit more of the charge attacks required. You've got, like, you know, these long kind of, a couple of those things where there's a tower basically, or a straight line upwards of the coins. There's some on an angled here, like an arc. So again, left it in just for those who need it. Feel free to skip ahead a little bit if you want to see like the end of the next stage. This is actually the last stage here. Once you get through the doors here, you just do the emote like in the other matches and you will be done. So these ones move up and down here. It's pretty easy though if you just go across. I'm not an ace at these by any means, so it didn't shock me that I fell once or twice on these. And again, you just go back to the beginning, or you can try and figure a way up. You could probably have done the jump thing across there. You can see I started from the top this time. So whatever way you want to do it, there's no right way to do this. There might be a perfect way, but to be honest, I don't really care. Just as long as I complete this is all that matters to me. So I'm at about 190, 60 more to go here. And again, if you just kind of go around and make sure you cover the entire geography, the entire space, you're probably not going to need to, you know, pause the video and quickly check and find stuff. Here's another tightrope walk. So we're at 204, 46 more required. I don't know about you guys, but comment down below and let me know what you think of these School of Llama challenges. The one thing I don't like about week 2 here is how they've repeated a lot. Like we have to do the survive 30 storm circles again, get another 10,000 damage. An interesting thing, by the way, is that my son who started it late, he's now got week 2 open and he's actually getting double. So he didn't do the 10,000 damage and he's actually getting 10,000 damage for both weeks at the same time versus me. I completed 10,000. Then week 2 opened up and I had to do another 10,000. So I don't know. It's kind of weird. I'm not too impressed with that. I wish they had different challenges in each week, not repeating like top 10, top 4, top 5, all that kind of stuff. Like, I don't know. It makes it kind of boring. It would have been more exciting if, you know, they switched up the challenges, even if they were simple. It's just, yeah. And the top 10, 10 times is a pain. I'm hoping to do a video on that. If you're really good at the top 10, you can do it, but I've got a little strategy for those who just really cannot pull it off, and it's a bit of a camping strategy you can do if you really need to, and you can easily actually get the 10 top 10s. So you'll see the arrows here once you're done, and once you get in and open this door, because we now got the 250 coins, we simply emote inside here, and the challenge will be complete. So walk up here. Once you bust up the emote, the gate will open. If you take too long, the gate will close again, and you just need to do your emote a second time, and then you can get on in. Once you see this place of power, you're now done, and you'll get credit in the website soon after this. So I do hope the guide is helpful for you. Please drop a like, leave me a comment, and if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please hit that button and show me that support. I greatly appreciate it. Have a great day until the next video. This is GamerDad